Good morning, class 7. Hope you all are doing fine. To begin with, first of all, you must have read the instructions just like in the last video. So follow the same instructions for the online coaching. Moving on to our objective of today. Today we will be covering pretty much the entire chapter that is remaining according to the given worksheet. So let me clarify the objectives of the lesson first. So to begin with, take out your copy and also write down the index of 20th of March 2020 online lesson 2, simple chemical reactions. So today we will be investigating reaction of acids with some metals, and along with that we will investigate how a reaction with carbonates produces carbon dioxide, and we will recognize that burning requires oxygen, and that new substance, usually oxides, are formed when materials burn. And along with that, we will recognize fuels or substances which release energy when they're burnt. And apart from that, we will also recognize the new materials that are made from the chemical reaction and the products and reactants. And we will also be covering the different types of chemical reactions that basically take place. So these are the objectives of today's lesson. Moving ahead, you must have written the index by now. So if you open your book to page 164, chemical reactions which are caused by heat. Sometimes the reactions basically need heat to carry out. And if there is no heat, this means that they will not take place. So for example, if you heat sugar, then it produces carbon and water. We've studied this reaction and also seen a video of it. I would like you to kindly pause the video and read this paragraph from the book. This is basically called a decomposition reaction, and because it involves heat, so it is a thermal decomposition reaction. So thermal decomposition reaction is basically a reaction of breaking down a substance into simpler substances by heat. And this is the example given over here. Moving on to the second type of reaction, when you mix two kinds of substances and through some kind of energy, you create a new substance. This is called combination. So you are combining iron and sulfur and using heat to make iron sulfide, just like in the video that we have been seeing. So this kind of a reaction that we have been practicing since many days, it's called a combination reaction, when two or more substances combine to form a new substance. And moving ahead to the third type of reaction is basically combustion, and which is also called burning. So basically combustion or burning means that you are using oxygen and burning in the presence of oxygen any metal, and that actually produces some kind of an oxide. Okay, so we did an example of magnesium. When it burns with oxygen, it produces magnesium oxide. So this is combustion, when a substance combines with oxygen when it is heated, and in this process heat and light are produced and new substances are formed. Now moving on to the fourth type of reaction, which is basically combustion reaction. So combustion is basically burning of fuel, and one of the major kinds of fuel is natural gas or methane, CH4, 4 atoms of hydrogen combined with 1 atom of carbon to make methane. It is an important chemical reaction, as burning of fuels provides us energy to light up our homes, schools or offices. And fossil fuels include crude oil, coal, natural gas. And kindly go ahead and open page number 166 of your book and give this paragraph a thorough reading. Moving on, this is the chemical reaction. Methane burns in the presence of oxygen to produce carbon dioxide and water. So natural gas, which is a fossil fuel, is made mainly of methane, and basically it's a cleaner fuel because it gives out fewer pollutants. Okay, now Before I move on, let's move to the next video for the practice exercise.